Hi everyone, welcome back to my math class. So in this lesson today, you're going to learn how to write an equation for a circle. And there are times when you will be given a diagram, and sometimes the center is not going to be at the origin. So there are a couple of things I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about when the center is not at the origin and what you have to do, and when the center is at the origin, what your equation of the circle is going to look like. Now, the equation of the circle, the formula for the equation of the circle is x minus a squared to the second power plus y minus b to the second power, all right, and equals to r squared. All right, r is our radius, right? Now our a is going to be our x coordinate, okay, not this, and our b is going to be our y coordinate. All right, so I just want you to know that. So we're going to start off first. Now this is not at the center, so because it's not at the center and we have to look at this, we know that this is the center of the circle. From here to here is 2 units, okay, 2 units there. So because our radius is 2, so where we can identify that our radius is equals to 2, all right, or 2 units. Now because we are using the form of x minus a to the second power plus y minus b to the second power equal r squared, x minus, and we have our coordinate here, which we are going to use our x and y. This is our x and this is our y. So x minus 2 raised to the second power plus y minus 4 raised to the second power equals 2 to the second power. Now this is going to turn into a positive, all right? So it's going to be an x plus 2 raised to the second power plus y minus 4 raised to the second power equal r squared, which is 2 to the second power, or you can just write 4, okay? So that is what we have for the equation of circle. Now, if, for instance, they told you that, it's coming from the origin, but if it's coming from the origin and they ask you to write the equation of a circle, right, which is coming from the origin, or if you write an equation of a circle, say write the equation of a circle with the center as the origin and radius is 8. Radius is 8. All right, so we write down our formula, right? Plus y minus b raised to the second power equals r squared. If it's at the origin, we know that since it's at the origin, it's going to be 0, 0. We're going to substitute, so we're going to have x minus 0 to the second power plus y minus 0 to the second power equal 8 squared. So anything times 0 is going to be just 0, so it's going to be x squared plus y squared equal 64. You can write 64, or you can do 8 squared. So x squared plus y squared equal 64. Okay, and that was what you write. Now, if, say for instance, if they give you the equation of the circle, right, and they tell you to find the radius and center of the circle, and given that you have x squared plus, open parentheses, y minus 1 raised to the second power equals, close parentheses, raised to the second power equals 81. So what you're going to do now, look at the format here. We know our format. We know this has to be our y1. So we have our x minus a raised to the second power plus y minus b raised to the second power equals r squared. So r there, r is going to be r squared is equals to 81. So we're just going to rewrite our r squared equals 81 and just find the square root there, because I told you before that to get rid of the exponent 2, you have to have the square root sign there. So that gets rid of that. So r is equals to square root of 81 is 9. All right, so the radius there is 9. Radius is 9. Now we need to find the center of the circle. So because we know it's in the format here, this, when you don't have a number beside here, you know that it's going to be x is going to be 0. Okay, x is going to be 0. And you have 1 right here. So you have 1 right there. So your radius is going to be, your y value is going to be 1. All right, so that is your center. All right, so this is your center. Now, that's a simple scenario. Now, there are cases now where they will give you questions or give you ones where, because you notice that I'll give you another example. Find the center of the circle. Find the radius and center of the circle given x plus 3 raised to the second power plus y minus 2 raised to the second power equal 49. All right, so we know that it's in the form of x minus a raised parentheses raised to the second power plus y minus b parentheses raised to the second power equals r squared. That's the format that it should be. This is a plus 3. So because it's a plus 3 and in our formula here is a negative right there, so then our x value, or x and y, or x value is going to be a negative 3. All right, but our y values already have the negative here, so the y value is going to be 2, and that is going to be your center. Okay, now your radius, once again, to find your radius, because you have r squared is equals to 49, therefore r is going to equals to 7 7 is 49. The square root of 49 is equals to 7. So your radius there is going to be 7. Okay, your radius is going to be 7, and your center is going to be negative 3, 2. So you have to be very, very careful there when you are when you're given the question asked to find the center. Make sure you identify if this is a negative or if it's a positive, because if it is not, then you simply have to work according to it. Now, there are cases, right? And I'm going to move over to the next page. There are cases, right, where they will say to you, write the equation, write the equation for a circle with center, and they give you the center here, and these are not, and the radius, these are not whole numbers. Radius is radical, say radical 15. Okay, so what you have to do here, you know the equation of the circle is x minus a parentheses raised to the second power plus y minus b parentheses raised to the second power equals r squared. So you're just going to substitute. You have to identify that this is your x value, this is your y value. So you have x minus a half raised to the second power plus y. Actually, let me get a little bit, let me change this to a negative. I want to do a negative so you can see. All right, you're going to now substitute a negative there, and yes, I purposely changed it because I wanted to extend your thinking skills. this is going to be a positive. So we have x minus half raised to the second power plus y plus 3 over 7 raised to the second power. Now, because we have our radical, but it's also raised into the second power from the r square, the radical is being cancelled out because with the exponent, or the exponent cancels out the radical. So we're just going to have simply there 15 as that. All right. So this would be your answer in this case. All right. So I just wanted to highlight that. So those are the things that you need to be aware of. And if they ask you to recognize recognize the equation of circle, when recognizing the equation of circle is not hard. You just have to look at your equation that's given, and I'm going to do a tape on that. All right, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Cheers now.